What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, normally when I do haul videos, I usually just show the products, but I need to dramatize how great the finds are in this specific haul video. So I'm actually gonna talk about each of the ones and hold the product up, and we're gonna go through it that way. So we're doing things a little different over here, but buckle up because we've got a $150 Dollar Tree haul. If you had told me I was going to be uttering those words a few years ago, I would have laughed at you, because normally when I go into the Dollar Tree, I can barely find 3 things to take. So the fact that I filled up an entire cart and needed John to come outside to help me carry the bags inside is a wild time. But let's get into exactly what we bought in this $150 Dollar Tree haul. Mostly we were focusing on building up an inventory for an introductory to homeschool, because I have a 3.5-year-old and 2 twin 2.5-year-olds. So we're gonna start some of the concepts to kind of start building a structure around here. And that was the goal of today's shopping trip. So first thing that I wanted to show was they had these amazing little activity trays that I just thought were so cool. And I don't know exactly what I'm gonna use them for. This is not from the Dollar Tree, but this is an example of something that I do. I have 3 of these acrylic trays. And what I do is I give each child a couple of these little thingamabobbers here. I usually toss in some like jumbo tweezers, a little scooper, and then I just mix all of the animals up on the table and I let them sort and things like that. So I set up activity trays like this on a regular basis in order to make it easy on myself, have it prepped, ready to go. So when they start to get extra feral, I can just go grab the activity tray and I'm not scrambling to come up with something for them to do. So I'm thinking with this one, this would be a great way for me to do like a matching game. Like I could print some items out from Canva and have them do like matching cards or something like that. This could even be for painting. It says it's washable, stackable, portable, great for sorting and crafts. I'm sure there's a million ways to use these. The other thing that I grabbed, this was actually in the food aisle, I grabbed some cupcake carriers. They actually came with lids. And I was thinking, I see a lot of people do games where they take muffin tins and they put color-coded dots or something in the bottom and then have kids put like pom-poms and things inside it. So I was thinking I could do something like that with these. It makes me feel a little bit better that my slightly unhinged toddlers don't have access to a metal tray when they're sitting with their brothers, because that could turn into some type of a situation. So having plastic instead. And then I love that it had the lid, because if I do come up with cool options for this, I can stack these ahead of time for myself. And again, just pull it out when they start to get crazy, you know, just have it ready to go. Now, continuing on with kind of like setting up activities, I found these there and they all have lids. That was my #1 goal, find things with lids, because then you can stack them. So we have this one I'm the most excited for, because it's nice and small and it's perfect if I wanted to put like their toddler scissors and markers and maybe some stickers and just kind of have like a little activity pack ready to go for them. This is another thing that I bet I will go online and see other people come up with far more creative ways to use it. But I love the colors. I'm a teal girl through and through. So I loved that colorway. Then very similar to that one, it was the next size up. This one is, I don't know if it tells you the size. It doesn't say the size, but it's not as large as a piece of paper. But this could be like a painting project or some other type of activity box. So I could kind of create like mini sensory play in here, throw some like rolled oats in there and let them go crazy. My favorite sensory play, honestly, is just putting down some like rolled oats and then putting some bath toys inside. The kids love doing that, and a couple scoopers and things like that, and they go crazy. This I'm super excited for. These are a good size here. It doesn't say the dimensions, but it's 6 quart and it's got lids too. And it's like clear, but it's not so clear that if you have like a disaster in here that it's gonna scream at you, you know? So I think it's kind of a happy medium, but I was super pumped to find that. My shopping trip is gonna be more expensive than some other people. And then obviously people with even more kids than me, it would be more expensive, but I have to kind of buy 3 of everything I buy. This is not really for the kids, it's kind of for me. I've been into cash envelopes lately. Like I've been going crazy. I did it in 2020 and it absolutely changed my life. So now I've reintroduced it again this year and absolutely loving it. And I saw a girl had taken these because they're actually interlocking. They have like little locks on the back. So you can kind of set them next to each other. And she used it to sort her bills. So she put like 1s, 5s, 10s. And then when she was stuffing her envelopes, it was a little bit easier. I don't know if I'll go that route because I'm not that serious about it. But since I saw them, I was like, I bet even if I don't use it for cash envelopes, this could be used for the kids somehow. I love the locking part of it. So you can kind of mix and match these. So I got 2 packs. They are a 3-pack and the colors are really cool. It's like 90s vibes, you know, which is just me. And then another storage thing that I grabbed was just this nice little, it says it's a marker storage box and it closes up real nice. I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, I bet I could use that for something. There's, you know, I wasn't going to buy 3 of them because this isn't something I need to like separate out for them. But I was just thinking if I wanted to store markers or colored pencils or something, this would be good. Next, I want to talk to you guys about the activity books that I saw because I was just floored with the activity books. I will say I did have to sort through quite a bit to kind of find the good ones. But one of the ones that I got, and I'm so sorry to any of the Grinches out there, but they did have some Christmas ones. So I figured I'd grab it while I saw it. But my kids are obsessed with like building your own face. But basically it comes with like a little elf, or one of them is a gnome. And then it has a sticker page where you can kind of build a face for the gnomes. I'm gonna show you, if you don't have access to a Dollar Tree, I'll show you another option right now. So this is one of my kids' absolute favorite activities. I go on Canva and I look up birthday invitations on Canva. So for this one, I did like farm themed birthday party. And then I just go and I delete any of the text that's on there. And then I plop these sticker sheets that I ordered on Amazon. I get like a classroom supply of them. I just put the animal there and then the kids can make a face. And then I usually also give them like an extra sheet of like farm animal stickers or something. So then that way they can kind of go crazy around the scene. But that's another option to do it at home. If you don't want to grab any of the activity books, this is another way to do it. I'll link the stickers that I grabbed down below because they're really good quality ones. And I'm telling you, this activity holds my toddler's interest for like 15 to 20 minutes, which if you're a toddler mom, you know that's a good amount of time. Now, what I went in looking for and was not hopeful to find, but I'm excited to share that I did find, Dollar Tree sells the paint with water books. And I hit the jackpot, you guys. They had a Bluey option. They had a Mandalorian option. My kids don't know what any of those are. They also just had like standard like dog one. They had Paw Patrol. My kids don't watch Paw Patrol, but I was like, maybe someday they will and they'll think it's cool. There was like a cat, and then this one I think was a monkey and a giraffe. So anyways, it's like mess free because you just give them a paintbrush and a cup of water and then they can go crazy. So I grabbed this for some morning play. And then they did have a lot of fall and Halloween already happening, and similar idea. This is like the sticker face situation where you can build a face. So I grabbed a cat, I grabbed a mummy, and I grabbed a witch. So I got one for each of the kiddos for that. So I'll just save that on the side for when we get closer to Halloween. Not that they really have any, you know, indication on when things are. And then for coloring books, I did pick up a couple Halloween scene ones. There's a Sesame Street, another Sesame Street. They also had SpongeBob, but he freaks me out, so I didn't pick him up. But if you like SpongeBob, I don't know why you do, but if you do like him, that was an option as well. And then I kind of just grabbed these at random. They're not even like, I don't want to say appropriate, but my children are not at a reading stage at all, but they love Mickey Mouse. And we have an RV, so I grabbed the camper one. And then DuckTales. This is more for me than anybody else, okay? But I just thought maybe introduce my kids to some comics. That sounds like a vibe. This is level 2 reading for grades 1 through 3. But I just thought it was cute. Like, I have boys, so like little comics and stuff like that, it doesn't hurt for them to read. And if they rip them, I don't feel bad because they're $1.25, you know? Now, just a couple of things that I saw that I think are so cool. And if you are a mama to multiples or you have a classroom or something, I just thought these were awesome. They had like little felt Halloween kits for $1.25. I got 3 of the owl option because my kids really like owls right now. I don't know why or how or what. And then I got 3 of these black cats. I just thought those were so cool. I may do one this year and save the other for next year or something, but I just thought that was really cool and something fun. And I feel like it's reusable too. Like, as long as they don't, you know, rip apart the felt, you could probably reuse this year to year. Okay, and then I saw these things. And if you're into sensory play at all, this is ages 3 and up. And my twins are about to turn 3 in December, but I usually supervise them anyway, so I'm not concerned about it. And then my oldest is over 3, but they're like squishy little noodles. I got 3 packs of them too, because I thought for sensory play, this would be fun to just kind of throw in the tray and just let them play with it. It's just kind of squishy little sensory noodles. So thought that was cool. Those were up by the cash register, so they weren't even on my radar, but I saw them and grabbed them. I keep seeing homeschooling parents for like preschool ages having different activities with popsicle sticks that are colored. So I went ahead and grabbed a pack of them. It was a 100-piece set. It's like 2 rows of kind of skinny ones. I'd like to get some jumbo ones, but I thought for $1.25 it wouldn't hurt to have those in my arsenal. I also grabbed some of these bingo markers because they are only $1.25 and they're huge. And I think they are a better deal than getting those ... markers even in a pack. So I did grab one of each color that they had. It was like a bright orange, a blue, and a red. They had a pretty good selection of like these cute little books. So my kids are obsessed with farm animals and animals in general. So I grabbed this one. This one's actually a flap book, which they love. And then they had this kind of like random farm one. I have one of my sons in particular is absolutely obsessed with farm animals, and it's gotten so crazy that he's recruited his brothers and now they're all just obsessed with farm animals. The other 2 are not as committed as him though, but anytime I see farm anything, I just pick it up. All right, more like just kind of random things, but I needed some adhesive dots because I have started doing stuff where I'm doing like kind of matching games, and I want the tray, that acrylic tray I showed you, and even those new trays that I bought, I want like a piece of paper to kind of be permanent on there and then have them have cards to stack on top of it or objects to stack on top of it. So I wanted to pick up some adhesive dots for that purpose. And same thing, I grabbed some of these like Velcro style ones for the same reason. For more of like the permanent ones, we have a menu binder. Let me grab it. So I have these restaurant menus that I grabbed on Amazon. I'll link them down below because they were a really good cost. And I put little activity sheets in there, and I usually give them like a dry erase marker or stickers or something. And I was thinking that I could kind of do matching games with this if I put like Velcro on the front of that, and then they could like attach it. So I'm probably gonna do like leaves going on a tree for fall or something like that. We could do like weather activities, things like that. So that's why I grabbed those little Velcro things. I also saw these. I was super pumped about it because they're really like jumbo size, perfect for toddler hands, I feel like. And it was a 3-pack, and I have 3 kids. In addition, another 3-pack item, granted they're different sizes, but I was thinking we could use this to do like paint projects and things like that. I'm just gonna get this random one out of the way, but they sell these at Costco and we're obsessed with them. And so when I saw them at the Dollar Tree, I was like, I am grabbing those. So I grabbed 4 packs of those. These are a really great snack. If you see them, get them, they're delicious. Okay, now stickers, they kind of let me down, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping to find stickers to do like a decorate the house type project, and they didn't really have much. So I did, however, hit the jackpot for myself, and I grabbed 2 packs of Lisa Frank stickers. Excuse me? I was so pumped about this, you guys. Like, take me back, you know? Remember like trading Pogs and like playing with Lisa Frank stickers and Barbie Dream House and watching TGIF and Full House? I mean, this took me back. So obviously grab 2 of those. Did I need 2 of them? Absolutely not. What am I gonna use it for? No one knows. I saw this was cool too. It's like a feed the monster game, and you use a dry erase marker to put what the letter is, and then you decorate or something. I barely paid attention to what it was. They also had like robots and ocean animals. The other day we did a decorate a fishbowl game. So I literally just went on Canva and I printed out an 8x10 of a fishbowl icon. And then I gave them a bunch of stickers and some markers, and I was like, decorate a fishbowl, and they had a blast. That lasted about 20 minutes as well. So I was thinking if I repeat that again, these are like glittery fun ones, so it'll probably hold them even longer. For my scrapbooking, I do like very basic scrapbooking, but I saw this and I thought when I get to like the fall months for my scrapbook, these would be nice to have. So I grabbed those. They also didn't have very much when it came to scrapbooking, which I was kind of surprised, but that's okay. Everything's fine. Okay, now one thing that I know that I need to work on with the kids is starting to kind of do the introductory stages of writing. And I saw these by the register and I was so excited. They're little dry erase marker boards that come with the marker, and it's got a Mickey Mouse, and it's even got a little hanger on the back if you want to like store them that way. But I know my kids are gonna love these. And before I saw those, I saw these guys. And again, they've got kind of like the 90s vibe. Oh, sorry, the glare is bad. But this one I think was, oh yeah, also 90s vibes. And then this one's more like for kids because it's got like the dinosaur. I'm thinking now that I have the Mickey Mouse ones, if I kind of had to like be the teacher, then I could use one of these. You know what I mean? I got 3 for them. Now I'm thinking this could be mine if I wanted to. Sorry, I just hit the camera. I'm a real professional, as you can tell. And for that purpose, I grabbed some markers. Again, I have 3. So what I did was I grabbed 2 packs of 3. That way we have like a couple options if somebody doesn't want blue, the other one's red, you know, stuff like that. So they had a good amount of options for these. They had all black ones and then they had mixtured ones, but I thought this one would be good. All right, now let's discuss glue, shall we? This isn't really glue. It's kind of in the category of adhesive. I grabbed a couple of these double stick tapes because I saw a bunch of people doing art projects with their kids where they just put a bunch of strips of double stick tape on a piece of paper and then just give them like pom-poms and paper and tissue paper and feathers and just let them kind of decorate the page. So I thought that was smart. So I grabbed a couple of those. I also got this washable glue, which honestly, I might not be introducing this for a little while because my 2.5-year-olds are still kind of like borderline putting things in their mouth. They're pretty good about it, but just to be safe. But it's colored glue, but it dries clear. But I feel like for kids, apparently this is popular if you're creating slime. I don't know, I just thought having them wouldn't hurt, so I did grab 3 of those. I also think we're finally at the stage where I could potentially introduce some glue sticks, so I did grab a pack of glue sticks. We'll see. It wouldn't hurt to have it in a stash regardless. And then I saw this was really cool. This is a 2-in-1 set. So it comes with regular like school glue, and then also this is a glue stick. So I thought that was cool. I just grabbed one of those because I was like, hey, it's just cool, but it's not necessary. And then I grabbed one thing of regular good old Elmer's. I figured if I'm doing stuff, I might need this. So I grabbed that. Now we're getting into the stuff that's completely unnecessary and I literally bought just for aesthetic purposes. Well, a couple of these are kind of necessary. I've been finding myself lately, mostly because of the cash envelopes, needing like sticky notes, and I don't have any. Like I don't have any Post-its or anything. So I saw this little pack right here. It comes in like a little carrier case, and then it's got a little selection of sticky notes of different sizes. So I thought that would be very helpful, especially as I get into the homeschool planning and things like that. I think it would be good for me to have sticky notes. And this pack right here was just a vibe. So I grabbed that. That's a huge pack. Comes with 11 different sticky notes. So I thought that was cool. If there's one thing in this world I don't need more of, it's notebooks. But how was I gonna say no to this? I grabbed one for me and one for my best friend. Hopefully she's not watching this video. I wish that there was more because I would have grabbed for every single one of my best friends. You know, I might go back and see if there's more because I feel like for Christmas gifts or something, it's just so pretty. And more unnecessary things. But how was I gonna say no to this? It has Ariel and Tiana on it. I couldn't say no to that, you guys. I wouldn't be me if I had said no to that. It's just like a storage pouch. I can put pencils in it. I can do whatever I want with it. The point is, it's gorgeous. That's all you need to know. I just threw that over there. Okay. And then again, I don't need pencil pouches. But how could somebody who grew up in the 90s not buy that? That's illegal. These I did go in knowing that I wanted because I want to be able to organize like their paperwork and stuff. And if I'm going to be the one doing it, I want pretty ones. So I saw this pack and this pack. And they have like the nice, they're like a pocket, and both of them, I know you can't really see the back one, but both of them have like little buttons on them to close. So I really like that. Speaking of Disney, they also had these folders. Do I need them? Kinda. Was it necessary? No. But it's Disney princesses. Okay. This one was what I picked up because I was in the boring section at first. I didn't know that there was fun, colorful 90s ones. So I just got a pack of these. This is a 3-pack. It's in a pretty blue though, but it has that button for storage. And I know that I'm gonna need a lot of those. It's a pocket folder, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I needed it, okay? It does have a 3-ring binder situation. So that's good. Okay, and then this one I feel like is gonna be very helpful. It's a zipper pouch. Boom. And then it also has a front pocket. So I feel like you could store something in the front. I honestly would have bought 3 of these. Also has 3 rings so you could put it in a binder, because I feel like if you're traveling, doing a road trip with kids or something, I feel like there's a million ways that you could utilize this, but they only had 1, so I just grabbed 1. Last 2 items, guys, we're winding down. Thanks for sticking with me through this. This binder. No, it's not a binder. It's not a binder. It's a folder. Again, pocket folder, 3-ring binder situation. It was just a need, okay? Was it a need? No, not at all. 2-pack Spider-Man for my best friend's son. Auntie couldn't stop. She had to pick it up for him, okay? And I mean 2-pack, and it's nice quality. Guys, this is like premium cardboard situation, you know? Anyways, so that is everything that I grabbed at Dollar Tree to set me up for the starting days of some preschool homeschooling introduction. You guys, one more thing. I forgot to tell you about my one decor piece that I picked up that John was making fun of me for, but it's a mushroom. He goes, "What is that for?" I said, "Decor. It's just gonna be put out in the front of the house." There he is.
What is this?
Like, the fact that I went into...
Where does this go?
It goes on the front table with a sign that says like, "I'm so grateful there's autumn," or something, or like, oh, you know that saying that's like, "I'm so thankful I live in a world with Octobers." Something like that.
But what does a mushroom have anything to do with
It's the aesthetic right now, John. Gnomes and mushrooms are what people are doing with fall. Okay. I am trendy, John.
Okay.
With my little boho mushroom, my single purchase, like we have like no decor whatsoever. So this is going to look so random. John is 100% right here, but that's okay. I grabbed one thing, and of all the things I got, this was like the most expensive. It was a $7 item. Everything else was like $1.25 or $1.50.
So you bought the most expensive item was the most random?
Yep. That's how we roll. If you guys have seen anything at Dollar Tree that I should have grabbed, that I should check another Dollar Tree for, because apparently that's the thing with Dollar Tree, is you gotta hunt at multiples. I'm new to the Dollar Tree game, okay? I've only been shopping there a few years because I used to live in Hawaii. They don't have Dollar Tree in Hawaii. So this is like, I'm kind of still new and haven't been released out into the wild. Don't know what I'm doing, so please help this rookie out. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe. I usually do cooking videos over here. It's usually like recipes, grocery hauls, things like that. So if you're interested in any of those, please go check out the rest of my channel. I hope I delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye.